How's it going, bro?
Good, man. How are you?
Yeah, good man. Thanks.
Right on. Thank you, Jamie, for taking some time.
No worries.
Must be kind of nice to be doing some press for the new Bullet for My Valentine record. Hey, everyone's kind of
Yeah, good.
excited for it. And
Yeah, man. Well, it's release day tomorrow. So
yeah, man. And like, how long have you guys had this record completed? Is it a long wait to release the new album or?
yeah, yeah. We finished recording this album January this year.
Oh
So
shit,
we've
no
been
way. So you're
yeah,
like
yeah. So
you're like waiting 10 months, man. 11 months.
yeah, yeah. So we've been sitting on it for a while now, and yeah, we're super excited now to get it released tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's yeah, man.
And
Exciting time.
what was that like recording the new album in a pandemic?
Yeah, it was
Like, did much
strange.
change?
I mean, the only awkward thing was of us getting together because obviously all different rules and stuff, and like back over here in the UK,
Yeah,
there was like lockdown after lockdown, and we couldn't plan like a certain date for us to get together and write. So it was done in in trips and drabs, but it also gave us more time really as well. There was no pressure. Do you know what I mean? Because there wasn't kind of like a final date to finish an album.
yeah,
It kind of gave us a good chunk of time just to sit down with it, take our time writing, and then when we could then get together in a room and yeah, throw some ideas about.
yeah. And it's a weird time. It's a unique time, and it's an odd question, I guess, considering what you just said. But like, is it getting
Yeah,
easier to write songs and to make records?
yeah. I think this well, we're all different really, especially in this band. We all write. I mean, outside the band as well.
Right.
So it's uh yeah, we've all got different ways of writing and stuff. And I think with this album, it was just a case of I think capturing the last 2 years of how pissed off and frustrated we are. Do you know what I mean?
And
With
I think you've done that because
with the world,
everybody,
yeah,
yeah, everybody that's doing an interview with you guys, we were lucky enough to get a pre-advance of the album.
yeah,
Starts with Parasite, and it just fucking rocks the whole way through.
yeah, man, yeah. It's a monster, and
It's pretty impressive, yeah.
it feels good. It's going to be released tomorrow, so
Yeah, no doubt.
it's
Nice. Yeah, you look happy about it.
yeah,
Um,
man.
I want to go back before you're in any bands at all, and I want to talk about the music in your house. Like, what are your parents playing? What are you being influenced by as a little kid?
Yeah, so like my dad, he was obviously into his 80s metal and rock. Do you know what I mean? So in my house when I was growing up, it was like Bon Jovi, Whitesnake. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
What else was there? Motley Crue. That's my earliest memories of my introduction to rock.
yeah.
And yeah, and obviously it's whatever you brought up on, it rubs off on you. You know what I mean? And and I started finding bands like Metallica, Pantera, Slayer. When some go through my teenage years, and it just snowballs from there. Then
Right. What's the first concert you went to?
my first concert was actually my dad took me to Iron Maiden.
Oh,
It
nice.
was in yeah, so in Donington here in the UK, and yeah, that was a special show.
I
You
bet.
know,
Who else was on the bill with that?
I think it was Marilyn Manson was supporting.
Okay.
She was like download 2003. So yeah, Manson was supporting. Trying to think who else. Ministry were on there,
Wow.
and Deftones. Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah. It was the first, my first festival experience as well. So yeah, it was
It's
good. I think after that show, it was kind of like it was a no-brainer that I wanted to. This is what I wanted to do.
yeah, I can see that. And like almost nothing compares to a good festival like that too. Hey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh no, it's the best, man.
And all those bands you're talking about, I mean, they're pretty much all still doing it. Like the longevity of those
Yeah,
bands it's insane. And even for you guys, like
yeah,
you guys
yeah,
are coming up on 25 years as a band, man.
yeah. It's like you said, we look up to bands like Iron Maiden, in
Yeah.
Metallica's, you know, with obviously from the music standpoint, and obviously the longevity that the guys have. They've been doing it for like 30, 40 years, and that's it's fucking impressive.
Dude,
Do
it's
you know what I
crazy,
mean?
man. Even you guys is impressive. Like,
Yeah,
what do you, beyond the
yeah.
songs, beyond the music, like, what do you credit your band's longevity for?
I, uh,
Just good buddies, or
well, yeah, we obviously, yeah, we get along, and it's obviously the fans as well. Obviously, the fans want more. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, without them, we're nothing really. So,
yeah,
it's every album we do, and on a new tour cycle, it's the fans that the ones that come up to the shows, as downloading or buying the albums.
yeah.
So it's it's all down to them, man.
Of course, I mean, if they don't show up, fuck, you guys are done. Uh,
Yeah, pretty much.
any tours over the years that have kind of stood out more than others?
Um, well, obviously, I joined the band back in 2015.
Right.
So I think that first tour that I done with a band was with Slipknot in the
Oh wow.
US.
Okay.
So that was it was a pretty long tour. It was like 11 weeks in the States,
Yeah.
and that was pretty badass, man.
Totally. And
Was,
if you get it, like, your band is awesome. So if you can get in front of their fans, you're
yeah,
like, that must be like the vibe in your camp as you're getting on a big tour like that. You're converting their fans.
yeah. It's always it's an honor to be asked to support like a band like Slipknot,
Yeah.
and especially such a place like the United States, such a massive country, you know, um, to be able to play in front of their fans every night, it's helping us, and yeah, it's much appreciated for them for taking us out,
Yeah, totally.
and the same with us with when we take smaller bands out on tour. I don't
Yeah.
say smaller, but newer bands, like younger bands, and hopefully we can do the same for them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
Build
totally.
them.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, man.
Let me ask you something that's going to really, well, it'll be a tricky question for you, but it's also going to show us, some of your favorite bands. So you're
Yeah,
stuck on a deserted island, you're stranded, you need
yeah,
3 albums.
right.
Which albums are they?
Yeah, that's a fucking hard question.
I know, right? Like, dude, borderline impossible.
Yeah, it is, man. It's a tough one, man. But I don't know. Like obviously, like Metallica,
Yeah,
they're
but
like
which one?
I'd have to say probably Master of Puppets.
Yeah, that's their best.
Yeah, yeah. It's yeah. I'd have to take Master of Puppets
Yeah.
on
You,
there.
you mentioned Pantera. What's Pantera's best?
Yeah, man. Do you know what? It's vulgar display of power,
Yeah.
but I'm a massive fan of Cowboys as well,
Yeah.
because it's just it's got that hint of glam in there. Do you know what I mean? With Phil's voice,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I just think like Dimebag solos on that album are just so raw, and like I don't know. He's like 22, was he, when he recorded that album? So
Yeah,
young, and
young punk.
yeah, do you know what I mean? You can really hear that,
Yeah.
on the Cowboys from Hell album. So yeah, the first two, but I love all
Well, dude, even
Pantera albums.
Far Beyond Driven is fucking awesome too.
Well, the thing is with them, they just went fucking heavier and heavier each album, didn't they? He was like, no fucks given. He was like,
Oh, totally.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, they're the guys, man. Pantera.
I want
Fucking
to
love
show you
them.
something. A good friend of mine is the drummer in a band, Biff Naked, a Canadian
Okay.
band.
Yeah.
His name's Chico. Chico was
Right.
good friends with Vinnie Paul.
All right. Yeah.
But when Vinnie passed away, Chico went down to the studio and was hanging out with a couple of the local friends and stuff, and these
Yeah.
were the drumsticks sitting on the snare in the studio of Vinnie Paul's.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Fucking crazy, right?
Yeah, man. I'd
Like easily because I'm also a drummer. I'm a hack in comparison
yeah,
to pro players like you guys, but
yeah,
as a drummer, to have sticks that Vinnie Paul held in his hand played, like you can tell they've been played.
that's special,
Awesome.
man.
Special, dude. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we we were lucky enough to play a few festivals with Hell Yeah. And
Okay.
obviously with Vinnie Paul, and
Yeah.
we met him a few times, and he was just such a nice guy, like,
Yeah.
such a cool, and oh dude, it's just a shame, innit? You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, it's crazy, right? Like, to think that the Abbott brothers are gone. It's
I know.
like, what a shame.
Yeah,
Both.
and both so young, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Taken away too
Yeah.
soon, but their legacy will continue.
It will, yeah, for sure.
Through their
And
music, man.
I just read Christian Brady, guitarist for Hell Yeah, was on Todd Kearns.
Right.
Do you know Todd?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's on Todd Kearns' podcast, and he was saying, no, fuck, Hell Yeah's not done.
Yeah.
Chad's doing the stuff with Mudvayne, and
Mudvayne.
we will be doing some stuff. So don't think that band's done, which is
That's cool, man.
cool, right? Yeah.
Man, I fucking they released some great albums. Hell yeah, I was a big fan of the first album, and
yeah,
I think the last two albums they done were really, fucking really good, man.
Yeah,
but, yeah, they should keep on going, man. I think
so too. Well, they grabbed Roy Mayorga, I think his last
Roy,
name.
Yeah,
from Stone Sour,
and he's a great drummer. He's one of my favorites as well. He's awesome, man.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Dude, let me hit you with a few things outside of music and what you're known for.
Yeah.
What have you been binge watching lately? What are the shows you can't get enough of?
Well, Squid Game. I've seen that.
Dude. Yeah, that, like, how messed up is that, right?
I know, man. I know. It's like, it's weird because I like it so much, but it's fucked up, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like absolutely crazy. Like, you go into it like, oh, sounds like it could be an interesting concept, but it is completely messed up.
It's addictive, man. But to be quite honest, that was the first like series I've watched in years, really. Because I'm not really. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just go on YouTube. I do and just dive into that hole of YouTube videos.
Yeah, true.
But,
that's pretty easy. Yeah.
Yeah, but obviously the last series that caught my attention like that was Breaking Bad, and that was years ago. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, Squid Game. I was really enjoyed that, man.
Yeah. Did you get into the all the Marvel movies and DC and X-Men and Avengers and Wonder Woman and all that shit?
My boy watches it.
Yeah.
He loves it. So I watch it with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't really been like a massive fan, to be quite honest. But
yeah.
Now my son is watching it, then I join him and we watch a bit of Iron Man and all that.
Yeah, fair enough. Cool. How old's your boy?
He's 6.
6. Okay, I've got coming up on 9 and an 11-year-old. So.
Oh, nice, man.
Great ages too, like just killer ages.
Yeah, he's well, my partner and my boy, we play London tomorrow, so they're going to come to the show.
Nice.
So that'll be pretty cool.
So he knows then that Dad's in a famous band.
Yeah, we done like a download festival pilot this year.
Okay.
So it was like 30,000 people.
Wow.
They scaled it down because of COVID. So he came along to that, and he's up on stage throwing stuff into the crowd, and yeah, he had a good time.
That's awesome. Like, and to think, scaled down, still 30,000, man. That's a lot of people.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
What do you watch for sports? What do you play for sports?
So as far as sports go, like over here, well, where I live in Wales in the UK, rugby is a big sport.
Yeah.
So that's going to be starting up soon. I love boxing and UFC. Probably my number one.
Same. And I actually wanted to bring that up with you. What do you think of all those, the YouTuber sensations, boxing and shit? Like, Dude, isn't it like the next one they have planned? Isn't it like Tyson and like Jake Paul? You're fucking
Yeah,
right. Tyson's gonna kill that guy.
yeah. I think it's Tyson's brother. It's Tommy Fury.
Oh, is it?
It's
Okay.
not. Yeah, yeah. It's just Tommy Fury. It is. They're I think they're around about the same weight, so it'd still be a good fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, at first, like, to be honest with you, that Jake Paul, I thought, who the fuck is this idiot? Like, I mean, but I'm not, I'm not saying he's won me over, but I got to take my hat off to him because he's got people watching him. Do you know what I
Oh,
mean?
for sure. I mean,
You
I
know,
think if anything, the
knows what
best
he's
thing
doing.
about it is that, he's at least he's bringing his, followers and his fans and stuff and and at least putting a spotlight on the sport. But
Yeah, yeah, in a positive way, like,
yeah.
But I think it's only going to be a matter of time until he gets fucking sparked out by a real
Well, yeah,
boxer,
by somebody that can actually box. Yeah. And what's your take on the who's fighting this weekend? It's Usman and Covington.
Yeah, that's going to be
Who do you
well,
got
the
there?
first. I think Usman, he's unstoppable at the moment.
He's tough, man. Yeah, he's really
Dude,
tough.
He's a fucking beast.
He
But
is,
the first fight that they done a couple of years back, that was an amazing fight. That was, and obviously Usman knocked him out at the end.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm really excited. It's a hell of a card, man.
Well, yeah, isn't like
Usman.
one of the first fights, I think, isn't it like Gaethje and Chandler?
Chandler, yeah. No,
that's going to be a great fight. I think Gaethje takes that one.
Yeah, it can. Yeah, I couldn't disagree. I think it can go either way.
It's got to be one of the toughest guys, man. Him and Poirier, crazy,
yeah, man. No, it's yeah. Over the years, like UFC is really, like, I've been into it for years. Do you know what I mean? But the last couple of years, it's really, stepped up and it's gone massive. I mean,
It really has,
so,
yeah.
yeah.
Hey, curious who's the most famous person that you've met?
Trying to think. I know we met Johnny Depp.
Okay.
One festival. I think it was in Graspop in Belgium a couple of years ago because he was doing the Hollywood vampires.
Oh, right. That's with like
Johnny Depp, Joe Perry.
Joe Perry, that's right.
Alice Cooper. Yeah, so our dressing room was like opposite theirs.
Yeah.
So we were just casually, sitting outside the dressing room when Johnny Depp is walking past it. So yeah,
Wow.
that was a cool one.
Yeah, man, he's worldwide for sure.
Yeah.
This is an odd question, but I like to ask it just because there's usually stories. Do you have a near-death story? Like where you're like, holy crap, man, I could have died just now.
Oh, I've had a couple of rough nights out on the beer. Waking up the next morning.
Feeling like death.
Fuck. Yeah. But no, I don't. Touch wood. I think that's a good thing.
Knock wood, man. Yeah.
That's
How about
a good thing?
How about aliens? You think aliens have visited Earth?
I don't know if they visited, but I do believe there's something out there.
Yeah.
100%.
How could there not?
Or maybe they have visited and thought,
Well, maybe they live. Maybe they live among us.
Yeah, that's enough. Yeah. I don't.
Like how could there not have been a visitation? I think that they say that we can see from all of the people that are watching.
Yeah.
2% of the universe.
Yeah. It's just Well, it's got to be something out there, bro.
Yeah.
There's no doubt, and they probably have visited and thought, we're not going back there. Fuck that.
Fucking dumbasses.
Especially the last 2 years, they're watching us thinking, "What the fuck is going on?"
We'll stay away from that planet. All right, dude. Let me wrap it up with a tough one. It could be the toughest one I'm going to ask you. So, you've been with the band for a while now. Can you nail it down to one career highlight with Bullet?
That's a good question. Let's say it was probably headlining Download Festival this year, the Download pilot. obviously, you know, to headline Download is it was one of the first festivals that I went to. Do you know what I mean?
Feather in your cap, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, I think it's every band's dream, you know, to headline Download. And yeah, it was a very special show, just because it was like the first show back from like all the bullshit and COVID and, you know, the stuff that was happening.
Right.
And I had family and friends there. It was just it was a special show. So that was definitely one of the highlights.
Yeah. And that's the one that your boy was on stage for a little bit.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it was just
How
all.
cool is that?
Yeah, man.
That's super cool.
It was nice.
Yeah.
Nice, special.
Awesome. Yeah, Jamie, man, thank you so much for taking some time. I want to respect your time. I was told 20 minutes, so I'm going to stick to it.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Congrats on the new album. It is absolutely punishing start to finish. People are going to love this new Bullet for My Valentine record. You guys, of course, are super easy to find online. Bullet for My Valentine, BFMV official on both Twitter and Instagram. Super easy to find on Facebook. So have a great show tonight, you were saying?
Yeah, we're in Manchester tonight.
Nice.
So.
Okay, man. We'll say hi to the rest of the guys, and I guess we'll see you online.
Will do. Thank you very much, man.
Thanks, Jamie. Take care, man. Have a good one.
All the best, bro.